Hello everybody, I think we're live now, so thank you for joining us. We have 10,000 subscribers.
Woo!
Well, a little bit more than that now. We're a little behind.
Yay.
Because we did your birthday live stream. But anyways, here we are, and we're just so thankful to all of our subscribers. Thank you for everybody who's been commenting already on the live stream and for joining us. We're going to do sort of just a short little live stream today. Nothing too long, but basically just opening up for questions. If anybody has any, burning questions to ask us, we'll be here to answer whatever questions. And then when things start to kind of die down, we'll just kind of end it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're just very excited. We're so thankful and honored. This is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
We're shocked, completely shocked. So thank you so much.
Yes, and fastidious, we're back in our normal seats. I don't know if you've noticed. Since I'm not going to be like typing a lot or looking up songs or anything, I don't need to be near the keyboard today. But, and then, okay, so I'll start reading some of the comments. I have my trusty phone next to me with all the comments, and poor mom can't see any of them. So, hello, everybody. Hi, Patrick and Rainer, who's always here.
Hello.
JJ and Fastidious. And Dennis, hello. And
Hello.
Eric, of course.
Hello, Dennis and Eric.
So, hi, everyone. So, haven't gotten too many questions yet, but I will read Patrick's comments at the top, which I thought were interesting, and said, how about creating a series of comparison and contrast of musical artists, not who is better, just highlighting the differences. And then goes on to say, take 70 singer-songwriters as an example: John Denver, James Taylor, Neil Diamond, Gordon Lightfoot, Jim Croce. Storytelling ability, showmanship, iconic songs. Or maybe contrast some of the great female vocalists like Karen Carpenter, Ella Fitzgerald, Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, Selena, Sade, etc. Which we kind of already did one time with, it was one video. It was MacArthur Park. That was, oh my gosh, and of course I'm on the spot, so I'm forgetting his name, but Dumbledore, the actor who played Dumbledore.
Okay, and Donna Summer. And so we kind of did a, not comparing whose version was better, just that they both did such a completely different version of the song. Completely different, yeah.
And then Richard Harris. Yes, thank you, Richard Harris. And also we kind of did that with Sound of Silence. We did 3 versions of it. We did the original Simon and Garfunkel, we did Disturbed, and then we did
That's
the Pentatonic.
right.
So we did kind of do that. But we could do more of that if people are interested in that, because there's a lot of songs that multiple artists will do over time.
We were actually talking about that a while ago, about doing songs, either 2 or 3 artists, and then comparing all 3 of them. But those videos seem to get blocked.
That's the thing, is our MacArthur Park video took a while for it to get unblocked. I can't remember which one. One was okay, like let's just say it was the Richard Harris version was okayed, but then the Donna Summer one blocked it, so that means the entire video gets blocked. So so we decided that if we are going to do that kind of thing, that we're just going to make them into separate videos, because then if one gets blocked, then at least it won't block the other one. So it's hard. I think ever since we started our reaction channel, because reaction channels have been going on for a long time. I mean,
which I didn't.
Which mom actually discovered reaction channels recently, and that's why we started getting into it. But my generation has known of reaction channels, and not just reacting to music, but basically reacting to anything. And I just didn't think anything of it, really. But I wonder if ever since we started our reaction channel that YouTube has actually been more strict, because a lot of our content gets blocked. and you just never know when it's going to be. So, I don't know. Okay, let's see. We have a lot more comments coming in, so let me see if I can backtrack. And people are congratulating us on the 10K, so thank you.
Thank you.
And can't wait for 100,000 subscribers. Us
Me
too.
Me too.
And then Graham's here. Hi, Graham. And Robert. Thank you for a good show on Tuesday. Thank you for joining us on Tuesday for Mama Gap's birthday. And, okay, yes, Marilyn, Faithfully by Journey. That's one of the ones that was blocked.
Yes.
And so we did put it on our Patreon, but YouTube blocked it. And then sometimes, like our Eagles Hotel California video, that was blocked. But then, weirdly, and we have no control over it, 30 days later, they decided to clear it. And then it posted. And so we were shocked.
Strange. There's no rhyme or reason that I know of.
Yeah, and we actually did an Elvis video today, which I have to still edit and upload to YouTube. But the first time we did Elvis Suspicious Minds, it was blocked. And then it was blocked for, I don't know, 15 days or something like that. And then it just like pops up and then it plays for people. So I don't know. So I might edit our new Elvis video today, and then it gets blocked, and we'll have no control over when people see it or not. But yeah, our Journey Faithfully video was blocked, unfortunately. I went off on a tangent, sorry.
It's okay.
Marilyn asked about Faithfully by Journey. It's a really, really good song. And then Vandora says, hi, ladies. Hello. Oh, and Angelina is here.
Hi, Angelina.
Congrats, sweet ladies. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Fastidious, are you able to get your Halloween stream back up? No. So we were not. And sorry, I feel like there's a piece of dust. I think I got it. I saw like a little string on my finger. Sorry. No. And the reason why is because when we do live streams with music, it's typically fine while we're doing the live stream, although as some of you know, once in a while the screen will just go black because it's picking up on a copyright. And then when it goes to post after the fact, the songs will block it, and then some songs will say it's okay, and then other songs will uphold the block, which means if it's a 2-hour live stream but we only played a song for 4 minutes, it just blocks the whole video, the whole 2-hour thing. So unless they drop the blocks on certain songs, then no, unfortunately.
Can we put it on Patreon?
Yeah, but it's a 2-hour upload, so that would be a pretty long upload. I can always try, but it might be pretty big. I've never tried a file that big before.
Something new to do.
Something new I can try. Okay, let's see. And then British Banger is here. Hello, you always give good comments to us on our videos. Greta, congratulations from Arlington, Texas. Thank you. And then Graham. Okay, how about some duets? Tom Jones and Janis Joplin or Barry Gibb with someone. That's a really good idea. And actually, we've been wanting to do a Celine Dion and Bee Gees Immortality. We've been wanting to do that for a while. And then some Bee Gees with Barbra Streisand. And we did a couple with John Farnham and Olivia Newton-John. We did that. And then we did Barcelona with Freddie Mercury and Montserrat. But we could do more duets. If anybody has any suggestions, what is the Tom Jones and Janis Joplin duet? Because that would be pretty cool. I love both of them.
Those two are so different.
Yep. And then Eric Anderson, congrats on the 10K. Thank you. Lori's here. Hi, Lori. Congrats on the 10K subscribers.
Thank you.
And then Greta says she missed Mama Gap's birthday because it was her son's birthday and he turned 30. So happy birthday to your son.
Happy birthday.
And Diane says, hey y'all. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, British Banger, it's common for stuff to get blocked. I think so. We're learning that. And then you just never know what will get blocked and what will be okay. Because sometimes it's an artist and they'll block one song, but they won't block another.
Yes.
Like our Tom Jones song was blocked before, but then the other Tom Jones songs will post.
Same thing with the Bee Gees.
And same thing with the Bee Gees. And then also live performances, we kind of started to kind of pick up on maybe live performances. There's a little bit more leniency because it's not the studio recording of it, which I think is what's owned by the, company, the record label. But no, there's even more rules with live performances because wherever they're performing the live performance, that company or building or owner owns the live performance. So even some live performances get blocked too. It's kind of a headache.
We're learning.
We're learning for sure. And Davidson Chris, or Chris Davidson, is here. Hello.
Hello, it's Chris.
What? But his last name is Davidson.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I misunderstood you.
You're trying to be sassy at me for no reason. And then Greta said that she's unwinding from Thanksgiving. Yeah, I still eating lots of leftovers and became a Patreon supporter. Did I spell that right? Yes, you did. And thank you for joining our Patreon.
Thank you.
And then Hippie Joe, good evening, ladies. Congrats on 10,000. Thank you.
Thank you, Hippie Joe. I like that name.
Yes, our Tom Jones Green Grass of Home was blocked. You did pick up on that. It posted for like a minute, and then it was taken down. So, and that one still has not been released. And we have a lot of other songs. There was a Temptations that finally posted. Mm-hmm. Our Journey video is still blocked, so
Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, who else? There's been a few.
Some ABBA. I don't know if anybody noticed,
right.
But we stopped doing ABBA because we did 2 or 3 in a row, and then all of them were blocked. But then, like Fernando was posted, Dancing Queen was posted, so it's confusing. And Eric says, some artists are really bad about blocking, but YouTube algorithms have never really made any sense. Agreed. And then Dom, good evening from Scottish Highlands. Hi, Dom.
Hello.
And then Mr. Wondrous, congratulations from Charlotte. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then, let's see. For those wondering what happened to the Mom and Gap birthday stream, it seems you have to access it outside of North America. It might be. And then I know that some videos, when they get blocked, it'll say that they only block it in certain territories. So we did the Hollies Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress, and it posted, but it said that it wasn't posted to, it was blocked in North America, it was blocked in Canada, or Europe. I don't know. It was blocked in some territories, but published in others. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. So if you saw that video, it means it posted for you. If you didn't see that video, it was blocked for you. So, let's see. Lucky Skittles. Hi, Lucky Skittles.
Hello.
And Dean Martin did Green Grass of Home, too. I've
Dean
never
Martin, really?
I've never heard that one before. Oh, wait. I skipped some. Tom and Janice, raise your hands. Okay, we'll write that down. Mm-hmm. Okay, Patrick, you're putting me on the spot, but it's okay. I'll answer your question. Baby Gap, most serious question. Is yesterday's music better than your generation's music? I get asked this a lot, and I try to be very unbiased because I don't ever want to put any kind of music down, but I have always been kind of an old soul. I've never really listened to modern music, really. I've always gravitated towards music from the 60s and 70s and 80s. So I guess from that standpoint, yeah, I do like older music better, and I think it is better. But there is some good music that comes out today. There's also some not so great music that comes out today. But I feel like music in the past, you don't have to sift through so much not great music to find a gem, but I feel like you have to try a lot harder now. With some artists and groups that are coming out now, you really have to sift through just a lot of blech to get to the good stuff, but there is good stuff coming out today too. So that's my answer.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. British Banger says, tell your mom I got Barry Gibb to autograph my CD.
Wow. I'm so jealous. When was that?
Yeah, when was that? And then, okay, Angelina, there's a beautiful duet with Barry Gibb and Olivia Newton-John called Face to Face. Oh, we definitely have to check that one out.
That's a good pairing.
Yeah. And then Brian Adams says, congratulations on the 10K. Happy belated birthday to Mama Gab.
Thank you.
And then, his birthday was on Tuesday as well. So happy belated birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
And then Hippie says there's a lot of great duets out there. Very true. Okay, let's see.
Can I ask a question
yes,
of the birthday people? Because so far there's 2.
Yeah.
I've always... It's not that important.
Okay.
I've always been confused. Am I a Scorpion or am I a Sagittarius?
A Scorpio.
Or
okay,
Mom? No, I'm not a Scorpion.
Mom was born on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius, November 22nd. And sometimes I feel like you're not a Sagittarius at all. But then I also feel like sometimes you're not a Scorpio either. And I don't know, you're right at that cusp where you can be one or the other.
I actually went to I don't know, what do you call a person that's an expert in the...
No, not an astrologist.
Yeah, what is the word?
Somebody who knows a lot about the zodiac.
Yes.
Okay.
So I went to one and she told me based on the time of day or night that I was born and the solar system and all this, the
moons and the planets,
that I was a Scorpion. Like, okay. And then years later,
hopefully not an actual Scorpion.
Did I say Scorpion again? Okay, never mind. But then years later, I had a reading done by a different person and she said I was Sagittarius. So I'm confused.
You're technically a Sagittarius because the beginning of Sagittarius is November 22nd. So technically, but you're also born on the other side of the world too. So I don't know.
Oh, that's
time zones
that
and that kind of stuff. Which I guess you would actually be more into November because being born in Japan, you're in the future as far as time zones. I don't know. You're an anomaly. I don't know how else to say it.
I would just like to believe I'm a very nice person. Yeah. A good person.
There you go. And then Steven Hotwood, most of the time it's the record labels. Yes, I agree. And then let's see. Another Steven with a PH says, hi ladies, many congrats on reaching and passing 10K, raising my cup of tea to you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then Patrick, John Denver and Tom Jones had a duet covering Carolina on my mind, James Taylor song. So that'd be cool. I like the James Taylor version a lot too. So I'd love to hear John Denver and Tom Jones sing it. And then Graham, George Michael and Elton John, Don't Let the Sun Go Down. Live performance is a great performance. Yes, I love that song. That's a good one.
It is a good one.
And then John Denver and Mama Cass, Leaving on a Jet Plane. Yeah, I think that's one of our next reaction videos. I don't know if it's that version. I'll have to look at my notes. But our John Denver video was blocked. That was another one. And then it was posted, I think, about a week later. So that was good, finally. Because we've been wanting to, add a John Denver song to our channel for a long time. And anyways, I'm a little bitter. But, okay. Smokey Robinson and Linda Ronstadt have a duet. Okay.
Oh.
Bright Eyes is here. Thank you. Congrats. So thank you for being here. And, okay. Hello from Utah, Narvik. Thank you.
Hello.
And then, Paul, good day from Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne is where my husband was born, so I'm a little familiar with the area. So thank you for joining us. And then, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I don't want to butcher your name, but greetings from Ireland. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. I'm very sorry. And then Susie Q is here. Hi, Susie.
Hello.
Congrats. Love your reactions. You are a dynamic and loving duo. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's fun when you get to do this fun little hobby with your best friend.
Oh. Isn't she sweet? I'm so lucky.
We're so different. We really are opposites. I think we're the same in a lot of ways, but we're also very different. So I think that kind of adds to the videos that you get two very different personalities.
So what do you think are the main differences between us? Just don't embarrass me.
Oh, I'm not going to embarrass you. We have different humor. We like different music. We like different movies. But then we're the same in a lot of ways too. We're both really nice. And we're both really cute. And so, you know, I think we're similar too. I think we balance each other out. Like, I'm the yin to your yang kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So, okay, moving on. Yes, Diane, we have done one Leonard Skinner song. It was Simple Man, and we want to do Freebird next. So just go on our YouTube and see if you could type in Leonard Skinner, and that one should pop up. But we have done at least one. And then Fastidious, I can access it from Israel, but not Canada. Okay, I'm assuming you mean in one of our videos that was blocked in one territory and not in the other.
Oh, wow.
So I don't really get that, but... Oh, yeah! I did like Steps. That was another one. That's another comparison that we can do. The Bee Gees' Tragedy song, and then Steps did Tragedy, which I rocked out to some Steps back in the early 2000s. I listened to a lot of their music. And then, did they have a movie, or they had some sort of special, either on Nickelodeon or like one of those channels that us kids watched, like the CW or something. I don't know. I think they had a movie. I feel like I saw that. Graham, let me know. And then James Taylor and Carly Simon, Mockingbird, is a good duet and a fun song.
Oh,
that's
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Narvik, do you like 40s and 50s music? I think the only like 50s that we've done is Temptations. Did that song come out in the 50s or early 60s? And then I think some of the Righteous Brothers songs may have come out in the late 50s.
Maybe the late 50s, I think.
But besides that, we haven't gotten too much into the 50s, and definitely nothing from the 40s. But if you have any recommendations, we don't say no to anything. So, yeah, we're open. And then Kathy says, hi. I think music today is really hard to find. Good music today is hard to find. Like I said, you kind of have to sift and kind of dig to find some good ones. But it is out there. There are some good artists. Okay, let's see. Last year, British Banger, you got Barry Gibb to sign your CD. And then Kathy said that your brother got you a Barry Gibbs autograph and you got it authenticated. That's so cool.
Wow. So lucky.
I've never met a celebrity before. Have you?
Shirley Temple.
Oh, you met Shirley Temple?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. When was that? You have to tell... I just remembered. This is a cool story. Tell them the story. Tell them the story. Don't give any names or anything or locations, but just the story.
Okay. I was working at this very posh boutique, and...
Back in the 70s, 80s?
It was early 80s.
Early 80s.
Early 80s.
Okay.
And there's another woman working in the store, and Shirley Temple had walked in, and the other woman went up to her and asked her for help, and Shirley Temple noticed that the other sales girl had a cold. She was coughing and sniffling, so she asked if she could work with someone who wasn't sick because she had an appearance to do the next day.
Well, yeah, I mean...
So she was very sensitive about not being... I mean, it wasn't because she was a snob. She definitely explained to me that she had some kind of a TV interview thing the next day. So
I mean, that makes sense to me.
So I was working with her, and she was very down to earth and very nice. And there's some other things to that story, some things that she talked to me about on a very personal level that I won't talk about. But she's coming to the store a few more times and always asking for me, so I always felt special.
Well, that's nice. And she was how old? 40s?
Oh no,
50s?
I think she was much. I think she was older, maybe 50s. I think.
Well, that's nice.
And then her husband walked in, and to pick her up, and I really loved it because he was so down to earth. He looked like a cowboy without the hat. He was wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and he came in. He was very nice, very friendly. So, you know, in the inside of me, I'm thinking.
But you had to be presentable since you were at that boutique.
I had to be very professional
yeah.
and help her.
Well, that's really cool. I love that story. Okay, let's see. Oh, Bright Eye, tomorrow's your birthday, so you're a Sagittarius. I can see both in you. They can see both Sagittarius and Scorpio in you.
Oh, okay.
And then, Wayne 25 is here.
Hi, Wayne.
Hello to the delightful duo. Won't see much of the stream as he's working. And on my 63rd birthday, too, I'm a Sagittarius. Have a great stream, and I'll watch it all soon. Well, thank you. This one shouldn't be blocked since we're not playing any music. So, you'll be able to watch the stream back. And happy birthday. Early birthday. Or late birthday. And then Alan Thompson, hope your birthday went well. So what's the music style for tonight? We're not listening to any music tonight, but we recorded some reaction videos. I have 5 of them, so if you see less than that on our channel.
Was it 5?
Yeah. There's 5. Okay. So if you see less than that on our channel by the end of the day, that means some are blocked, but hopefully none of them will be.
Or maybe you just want to go home.
No, I'll get them done, I think. I think I'll have time.
She does all the work.
Well, I'm just a little bit faster, so it just makes sense. You know.
She is.
And then let's see. Okay, where am I? And then Lori says, "My lover's prayer is a beautiful duet with Robin Gibb and Alistair Griffin. You won't be disappointed if you check it out. I promise." Okay.
Definitely, we'll check it out.
Anything with Robin, you all know that I love Robin. So, okay. Dom says, "Hi, ladies. I have an idea for your channel. How about a review of the reviews?" What do you mean by that? I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Let us know in the comments, and then
I'm intrigued.
Hopefully, I can. I'll get there. I'm a little behind on the comments.
Love good ideas.
Yeah. Then Peter, well done on 10,000. Thank you. Was wondering
Peter.
How much time it takes you in prep and edit time to produce 5 minutes of a reaction video. That's really a good question. I haven't broken it down, but let's see. Okay. We have to set up, this setup isn't like this every day. We kind of have to tear it down after each of our either live streams or our reaction channels, because this is my mom's office. So we make it look really pretty. And then everything gets torn down and goes back to normal, and then we have to put it up again. And then Mom does a lot of reading the comments. In the evening, she reads the comments and writes down song recommendations. So you do a lot of that. And then we try to keep up with our Patreon, so there's a little bit of that on the back end. And then I would say filming a 5-minute video takes about 20 minutes of filming, because I do have to take some stuff out if we mispronounce a word, or if we cough, or there's some sort of outtakes, or if the dog starts barking because somebody knocks on the door or something like that. So like 20 minutes of filming, and I can edit it down. And editing a video, one video might take, just editing the video might take 45 minutes. And then uploading it to YouTube takes a while. And then doing like tags and description. So, I don't know. There's some time. There's some time in there. And then, of course, you have to consider, if we're going to be really analytical, putting on makeup and doing our hair, that takes some time. Being presentable. That was a really good question. I liked that. Kind of getting into the back end stuff. And then, okay. At the end of the month, you pick your top 5 favorite. Oh, Dom, I think this is a continuation. And then a review of the reviews, like our own reviews. And then at the end of the month, you pick your top 5 favorite song reacts from that month before settling on Mom's #1 pick and Baby's #1 pick. Interesting to see if you'd marry up. Okay, I get that. That's a good suggestion. I think that's a good idea, because we wanted to add like more stuff to our channel besides just reaction videos. But then to keep it reaction channel based, you know, we're not just going to all of a sudden do a, you know, what I'm wearing today video on our channel, because that would be really random. But if we wanted to add more content and kind of get around stuff getting blocked all the time, or, you know, something like that, what can we do to still be on theme? But that would be kind of cool, doing like a video where we talk about our favorite songs that we've done, either from the week or from the month, and then see if your opinion is the same as mine. I think they'll always be different, but
that's a great idea.
That'd be really cool.
And we do have some other ideas about sort of on this line, but slightly different. You had done a compilation of your facial expressions.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of comments about it, so we were thinking maybe we should do more of that.
Yeah, and I definitely have to do one for you.
Yes, and she's asked me to go through and pick out certain ones into the same, you know,
the timestamps of all the videos of. We were going to make a kind of a joke video and do one where Mom says beautiful love song. Goes, I mean, how many? We have over 100 videos now. I don't even know.
She teases me about that.
Because everything is a beautiful love song. And then some of the songs are an actually, like, really tragic breakup song or unrequited love or something. But you always put it into this category of beautiful love song, which I find hilarious.
She does.
And so I wanted to do, like, a compilation video of my mom saying beautiful love song. Because you say that a lot. I thought that would be funny. Anyways. And then, G-Fink is here. Hi, G-Fink. And, let's see, Brian, depends on what paper you read about the Scorpio Sagittarius thing. I agree. And it says, I have traits from both, but more Sagittarius and Scorpio. That's true. It depends, because if you Google, if you're born on November 22nd, are you Sagittarius or Scorpio, you'll get both. And it's confusing. Okay, Eric says, random trivia. There was a song that came out in the 70s titled Dead Skunk in the Middle of the Road. It made the top 40. No, I'm not suggesting you react to it. Okay, but who sang it?
Dead Skunk.
And what's it about? A dead skunk in the middle of the road? Who sang that? I'm curious. Oh, Patrick, thank you for the super chat. Just getting to it now. Favorite 80s band, ladies. Here's a little something for the channel. Thank you. What is your favorite 80s band?
Gosh, there's so many. I could say Chicago, Eagles, and of course, Bee Gees.
Yeah, Bee Gees made lots of good music in the 80s.
Heart.
There's Eurythmics. And
I like them.
But not your favorite?
But I wouldn't say they're my favorites.
Okay.
But I do think they're very talented. My brother, that was his favorite band in the world.
Yeah.
I don't do well on the spot, so let me
Yeah,
think.
me neither, but I mean
The Boss.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen.
I'm really starting to like In Excess a lot.
They're very good. Fleetwood Mac. I mean, the list just goes on.
Well, there's a lot of carryover. A lot of groups that started in the 70s still made music in the 80s too.
Yeah.
But
and of course, Motown. Anything Motown, I love. Anything Bee Gees, I love.
Yeah.
We'll
think about
the
that.
Go-Go's. Do you remember the Go-Go's?
Oh, okay. I don't.
You don't remember the Go-Go's?
I mean, I'm sure if we started playing a song, I would recognize it.
You probably would. Let me think.
What is that one girl group? I always try to say the Cranberries, but it's not the Cranberries that I'm thinking of, although I like the Cranberries.
The Bangles?
The Bangles! Thank you! We had this discussion yesterday or the day before, like, what is that group like? Walk Like an Egyptian? Is that the Cranberries? And you're like, no, it's the Bangles. I'm like, of course it is.
That's a fun song.
Okay.
Well, what's your favorite 80s song?
Yeah, what are other people's favorite 80s groups? But we will maybe put it somewhere, because I feel like I can be a little bit better spoken than this.
Oh, Rod Stewart. I went to a lot of his concerts.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that.
Well, I wouldn't say a lot. Maybe 3 of them.
That's a lot. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Greta, my son is a Sagittarius or considers himself to be one, but he definitely has Scorpio traits. Mama Gap strikes me as a Sag for sure. Maybe you are more of a Sagittarius. That means I have a lot of Sagittariuses in my life. You, my husband, other people, my best friend. And it's really fun because all of your birthdays are around Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it's a very hard time for me money-wise to be buying every single one of you presents and birthday presents and Christmas presents. And
I told you to stop. Don't buy me presents. I don't need stuff.
Yep. Okay. Okay, Kathy says, you need to watch Andy Gibb singing Words. Also, BG singing Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow. Okay, we do want to introduce Andy Gibb to our channel as well. Starting with Shadow Dancing, and then a lot of where he's at a Bee Gees concert singing duets and stuff with them. So, yes, Greta, we did Barcelona. We have a Barcelona reaction with Freddie and Montserrat.
I love that song.
That was incredible. So I think actually that is one of my favorite reaction videos that we've done, just because Mom got so expressive in that video. I think it was actually a big surprise, shock kind of reaction from you, because I think a lot of the songs we do, you've heard of the songs, but maybe I haven't, so I give a little bit more of a reaction to it. But that song, you were really excited.
I was mesmerized. I don't even have the words to describe how I felt. It was just so beautiful, and they were both so passionate.
Yeah.
And did you notice how respectful Freddie was with her? He was just, when he walked out, he just seemed so proud of her.
Yeah. And
just very affectionate with her. I love that. He was such a gentleman, and she was thrilled as well. You know that they were both thrilled to partner together.
Yeah, it was beautiful. A really good performance. And let's see. Kathy asked, where do we live? She's from Ohio. We live in Washington State.
We haven't lived here for very long.
Yeah, we're from California, but we've been living in Washington State for a little bit and really love it. Miss some parts of California, not all parts of California, but definitely love it in Washington.
We do. It's been hard since we've all had to deal with COVID.
Yeah.
To really get out there and meet people.
Yeah, but we are now, so that's cool. And then, okay, let's see. Jeff says, Bee Gees fan here. Oh, hello, us too. And then, thanks for all the good tunes. Try the rare Bee Gees tune, In the Morning of My Life. Okay, the one from 1972. That's, okay, I've never heard of that one, so we'll definitely write that one down. We have a huge Bee Gees song list, by the way. It just keeps growing, too. The more Bee Gees reactions we post, the longer our Bee Gees song list grows, because then more people are like, do this song. I recommend that song.
Fine with me.
You were waiting to have, like, what is this face you're making? You were just waiting to say that. Okay, let's see. I'm getting to Dom's original question, and then Colin. Another great duet is Jimmy Barnes and John Farnham. Yeah, that's on our list too. We've done 2 John Farnham videos, and our latest one with his duet with Olivia Newton-John. We got a lot of people asking us to do his duet with Jimmy Barnes. So that is coming soon. And then Dom, review thing. At the end of the month, you pick your top 5 favorite songs, reacts from that month before settling on Mom's pick and BB's pick. Yep. So I think that's a really good idea.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, because that just adds another dynamic to the channel. Yes. Vestidia says, dirty dishes in the sink, hence the divider. No, what's back there is Mom's computer and her messy desk. So
I have a lot of paperwork everywhere.
She has paperwork and staplers and folders and stuff like that. So we were in the beginning, if you watch our very, very first, I don't know, 10 or 12 reaction videos, you could see the monitor and the computer back there. We didn't have the divider yet. And my mom was getting sick of having to clean it up every time we filmed a video. So she's like, you know what? I'm just going to buy a divider. It makes it easier for us because we just put the divider up. So.
Well, speaking of the dishes, did you notice when you came here, the kitchen was clean?
Yes. Oh, that's so nice.
Well, because when everyone left, I told everyone, because I think it was Julie that said, "Oh, you've got a big mess to clean up." I said, "Yeah, I'm just going to bed. I'll do it in the morning."
Yep.
But then I ended up.
You should just buy a kitchen divider, and you can just put the divider in front of your kitchen sink and just forget about the dishes.
Well, I felt very good this morning when I did the dishes last night.
Oh, and I see people writing their favorite 80s groups. Also Journey. I really like Journey too.
Oh, yes, of course. Thank you for reminding me.
And then, okay, let's see. I hope I don't skip over anything. John says, I just want to say I enjoy your guys' Elvis reactions. They're fun to watch. I hope you do more Elvis. We did more Elvis today. It's the same song, though. We did Suspicious Minds live in Las Vegas because that was highly requested. And then next week, I think we're going to do In the Ghetto by Elvis. So the Elvis will keep coming for sure. And let's see. Okay.
We'll never run out of material.
We'll never run out of stuff to do. Okay. Patrick also says, read lyrics and react to them in depth. You know what? I wanted to start... let us know if you want to see this or not. But I'm a stickler for lyrics, good lyrics. And I really pay attention to them. And so I was wondering if people wanted to see lyric analysis. Like, not a reaction video, but songs that... And I just break down verse by verse, chorus by chorus, the hook, the bridge, you know, and do lyric analysis because I'm really into that kind of stuff. But I don't want to do it if people don't really care.
That's true.
But, you know, sometimes people might be interested in knowing what's the, you know, the message of a song, especially some very hard to understand songs. But anyways, I thought that would be fun.
I just want to mention, and a lot of people probably already know this, she's an avid reader, and she's always done so well in English. She even, when she was, 11, 12 years old, you won a scholarship to Berkeley's youth summer program. And remember, you didn't want to go. I kind of forced you to go because I said, this is a huge opportunity. And
well, I was 11. I wanted to ride bikes and play with my friends during the summer.
But you ended up loving it.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did. I mean, that's why I need Mom to push me into, you know, doing those things. But, yeah, okay. Let's see, Narvik. I like 90s and later music, but most of them are bands from 80s and 70s. Yeah, that's true. And progressive rock and stuff. Okay. And then another branching out thing, I'll promise you'll love it. React to Peter Kay misheard lyrics, and it's very, very funny and getting words wrong when we sing. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Like, with Taylor Swift, I think the really funny one was Starbucks lovers, but I think she said she has a long list of ex-lovers, but everybody heard it as she has a long list of Starbucks lovers or something like that, because it kind of sounds like that when you listen to her song.
I don't really listen to her songs.
Well, so. It's not about that. I'm just saying what he's saying is that there's videos out there called misheard lyrics, and it's...
Oh, okay.
I'm not specifically saying we need to do Taylor Swift. I don't think we'll ever do a Taylor Swift song, but that's like a common one.
Okay. I get it.
Misheard lyrics. And then...
I think, yeah, there's a few songs that people misread. Yeah.
A lot. Like, okay, here's an embarrassing one, but I was actually listening to the song the other day. It's the song with, oh gosh, now I have a Taylor Swift song stuck in my head, which I really don't want it to be stuck there. You know that song? It's called Deuce, but I always thought that they were saying douche. the song is about a car called The Deuce or something, but the singer sounds like he's saying the douche, and my whole life I grew up thinking that he's singing about something that he shouldn't be singing about, and I'm like, why is this song, I'm like 15 years old thinking, why is this song on the radio? And then it was Blinded by the Light, yes. Revved up with the douche, and then I always thought it was the douche, and anyways, that's funny. I wonder if that was ever on Misheard Lyrics.
That's a good one.
It kind of sounds like it, though. If you listen to the song, it kind of sounds like he's saying that. Okay. Bangles, yes, we're talking about Bangles. Rush is a good band. I like Rush. Let's see. Glenn Campbell was from the 70s, but like him in the 80s as well. True, Kane. And then, okay, let's see. Oh, the Dead Skunk song is Lawden Wainwright III. Okay, that'll be funny to look that one up.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, but it sounds funny.
And then, okay, let's see. Barry Manilow. Didn't you see Barry Manilow in concert?
Barry Manilow.
Or am I thinking of Rod Stewart?
Well, I've seen Rod Stewart. No, I've never seen Barry Manilow. But,
okay,
but I do remember. Gosh, what is that song he sung? In a lot of clubs, they played his song. Oh, Copacabana.
Okay, I know that song.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What is the heaviest song that you like? Okay, well, I had a emo phase when I was in high school, I think.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
And Little Deuce Coupe, yes. And here are the bands that I like. I liked Stained, Disturbed, Tool. Oh, gosh, what else was there? I can't think. Whenever I'm trying to think of something and I'm kind of need to have the answer now, my brain turns to mush. But so those are some of the bands that I listen to. So, and I did have a little screamo time in my life because a boyfriend of mine in high school was in a screamo band, and so, I was kind of into that for a little bit. So, some heavy stuff. I wouldn't say like heavy. Oh, I liked Korn. I liked along those lines. So, pretty heavy stuff. More than you.
I don't know if
I don't think Mom has ever liked any kind of heavy music. I hope that's what you mean, and I didn't just go off on a tangent about heavy music. And then Patrick, congrats to you both. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hi.
Thank you.
And then Barcelona was my favorite reaction of both of yours.
Oh.
And it was my suggestion. So chuffed you liked it. Thanks, Dom. I really liked that reaction too. So it's funny, you asked us to do a review of our reviews, and then one of my favorite reviews is the song that you suggested. I think that's kind of funny. And then Brian says, duets have been mentioned. How about Tracy Chapman and Eric Clapton? Ooh, that would be a good duet. And then Molly Peter YouTube, Molly Petter, something like that, says, what's your favorite drink? And do you mean just in general or like a cocktail? Let us know. I have I'm in order comments here, and then I have new comments coming up on the screen. And then Alan says, the bands you just mentioned, I think you might like Nightwish. We have been asked a lot to do Nightwish. I don't think that it's Mom's jam though. I just know her style of music, and Mom really likes Motown and R&B. Mom grew up with a lot of R&B music. She grew up in a club. Her parents owned a nightclub, and they played a lot of R&B. A lot of her friends were into that. And so I think one time I played System of a Down for you, and she was like freaking out. And I played it as a joke because I liked it. But I knew she wouldn't like it. I think you were like, ah! When I played some System of a Down for you. So, I don't know. I mean, we could try doing a Nightwish song.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Really? You'd be into it?
Well, years ago, I wouldn't have listened to. Well, decades ago, I wouldn't have listened to classical music, but I like it now.
Touche.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, maybe we'll do that.
People change.
That's true. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go here. Oh yeah, you mentioned Nightwish here too. What's your favorite drink? Oh yeah, let us know. What kind of drink? Me, I don't drink, so my favorite drink is water.
That's my favorite drink.
I drink a lot of water, and I don't drink much of anything else.
I did have 2 glasses of wine yesterday.
Oh, I know, for Thanksgiving.
From your husband.
I know. I can't drink, unfortunately. I'm allergic to alcohol, so I can't have anything. Back in the day, when I used to go out to drink with my friends, I would get like what is it called? A lemon drop or something. And then I would always ask the bartender to muddle some strawberries in it, because strawberries in it was always, that was the business. It was pretty good. But I can't drink anymore. So for me, it's water.
You know what? I'm kind of allergic to alcohol too.
Makes your mouth itchy, doesn't it?
My mouth was not itchy last night.
Wow.
Maybe it was the wine, or maybe my body is changing. I don't know.
You know, I think people's bodies go through phases too, because sometimes I'm sensitive to dairy all of a sudden, and then the next thing you know, I'm fine with it. It's like, you never know.
Yeah.
You go through kind of phases of having lactose intolerance, and then you're fine, and then like alcohol makes you kind of feel not so great, and then other times you're fine.
Well, for a long time, when we were living in California, we were close by hundreds of wineries. So oftentimes my friends and I would go to wine tasting or these wine events and wine festivals. And I would have maybe 1 glass of wine, maybe 2, but it always made the top of my mouth this funny feeling. So I just decide I'm just not going to drink. But your husband brought a bottle of wine, so I thought, what the heck, I'll have
try
some
it.
wine, and I didn't get that funny thing in my mouth.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
Maybe I'll drink more red wine.
Well, red wine is good for you.
It is.
So, okay. Okay, let's see. Lot of song recommendations. And then Eric. Oh, sorry, Eric. I'm finally getting to your comment, which was from forever ago, that says, the divider looks nice. Nice touch.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Mom's pick.
What was my pick?
The divider.
Oh, yeah.
There's a young man on YouTube who does lyric analysis. It's a great idea. Thanks, Eric. I think I will try. Maybe I'll start with one song and see how that goes. And, okay. What is your favorite single line lyric of all time? Mine is, I need you more than what... Okay, sorry. I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. That's a good one. I actually have a few, but of course, I can't think of it right now. But I know that there's some from Billy Joel that I have a few favorite song lyrics from Billy Joel. The song Only the Good Die Young. There's some good ones in there that I really like. And then, but of course I can't remember it specifically right now. And then of course some lyrics from Queen. And I have Imagine from John Lennon tattooed on my wrist. I tried to get it tattooed in a spot that looks like a bracelet. So, I mean, obviously I love the song Imagine if I got that tattooed on my wrist. Yeah, so those are some of mine that I can think of off the top of my head. But I'm the lyric queen, so I don't know if Mom has ever thought about it.
No, I haven't really thought about it, but I'm sure I did when I would dance to a certain song with someone that dedicated a song to me. But
yeah.
Off the top of my head, and I don't do well on the spot, I have to give it some thought.
Give it some thought.
Yeah.
Oh, the song "The Stranger" by Billy Joel, I think has a lot of great lyrics.
Sorry, go on. Sorry to interrupt you.
Anyways, the song "The Stranger" by Billy Joel has a lot of good lyrics in there too about, you know, being a stranger and not being who you are and stuff like that.
Well, a couple of songs come to me. Respect.
Yeah.
And
wasn't that originally by Otis Redding? Is that wrong?
That sounds familiar.
I think so.
I don't know. Or what is that song? I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Helen Reddy?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Those are some good ones. That's a good question. I'm sure I have a lot more too.
Only because, like a lot of us baby boomers, women, well, my parents expected me to just get married and have kids and not have a career. But I always wanted a career, and I did start a business 20 years ago. So I'm just all for women empowerment.
Yeah, that's good. Sorry, I'm also reading comments at the same time I'm trying to listen to you, but one ear out the other, you know,
That's
typical
okay.
us anyways. Stephen asked, have we ever listened to the band? Yes. I feel like that sounds familiar. If we played a song, I would probably recognize a few songs, but nothing stands out at me initially.
Nothing stands out to me either.
Okay. And then,
But
let's
we'll
see.
definitely check into it.
Yeah, and okay, Eric says, Baby Gap, when you said heavy, I thought of a great song by the Hollies to react to. It's titled He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother. Amazing song.
Yes, that's a great song.
Is that a good song?
I love that song. It's very emotional.
Okay. Thrashed apple from Mountain Dew is my favorite drink. Thrashed apple from Mountain Dew. That's interesting. Okay, so going back to the favorite drink thing, doesn't have to just be alcohol. If I ever go through Taco Bell, I have to get a Baja Blast. And then if I ever go to Sonic, I have to get a cherry limeade. I mean, it's just, you have to. It's illegal if you don't. And then if you ever go to McDonald's, you have to get a Coke. You know, so I don't think I would drink these things outside of going to these fast food places, but if you go to those fast food places, you have to get those drinks. I mean, it's a requirement.
I'm pretty boring. I'm very
She always
boring.
just gets the water.
Just water.
Yeah.
Just water. Have you ever known me for liking a certain drink?
Diet Pepsi back in the day that you quit like 15 years ago.
No, but like about 25 years ago. I was having
It
some
was not
issues.
25 years ago.
We were living in Arizona.
Which was like 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
We moved to Arizona in 2000.
Mom, I'm in my 30s. If you quit Pepsi 25 years ago, I would have been 5.
Oh, okay. So maybe, let's see. When did we move to Arizona? 2004, 2005. And probably about 6 months after that, I quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it. After that, it's always water and then some coffee in the morning.
Oh, yeah. I have coffee in the morning.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Oh, but if you're going to talk about cocktails, pina coladas. Yes, I'm a lightweight. I like mixed drinks. I like sangrias. But anything else? Oh, margaritas, of course. What's your favorite drink?
Janet. Oh, hi, Janet Flash. Hello from Canada. Late to the party today. Looking forward to more Bee Gees reactions soon. Hint, hint.
Yay!
Yes, of course. Let me see. Let me pull up my Bee Gees list here really quick, okay?
It's
Because
long.
it is a long.
It's a long list.
I have song list, which is just everything that gets suggested to us, and then I literally have a Bee Gees list of just Bee Gees. So,
Whoa.
and I think it's almost as long as our regular list. So here's what's next. I don't think it's in particular order, but this is the next Bee Gees song we're gonna do. I've got to get a message to you. Is the next one, and then we want to add Andy.
Yes.
Shadow
definitely.
dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I mean, not Bee Gees, but a brother. And then Mr. Natural by Robin is recommended a lot, so that might be coming soon. And then, gosh, there's so many on here. They're like, look at this.
I know. I've seen the list. It's long.
Like
scroll after scroll after scroll.
I don't know if you can see that, but it just keeps going and going. I don't know if you'll see that on the camera.
And
but
just about all of these are recommended by all of you.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's You Should Be Dancing Live with Andy Gibb. And, believe us, we have so many more. We have so many more Bee Gees songs.
Yay.
Some of them I've heard.
I'm not complaining.
Some of them I haven't heard, so it'll be kind of a nice little mix. Yes. Oh, Graham, I think you've mentioned John Lennon's Woman.
I love
before.
that song.
I think it was you in the comments of another video. But at least I do know that song was recommended before. I love that song.
Beautiful song.
That is a beautiful song. So I think it was you.
Beautiful love song.
Yes, Mom! It is a beautiful love song. I will give that one to you. That one I will give to you. Fields of Gold is a beautiful song. I like that. Do either of you like Steely Dan? I do like Steely Dan. We have one Steely Dan reaction so far, but we'd like to do more. Canadians love the Bee Gees. I feel like everybody should love the Bee Gees, but that's just me. If you don't have a coffee, you'll be up all night. That seems like a contradiction, but if that works for you, see, sometimes coffee keeps people up a lot, and then some people go to sleep and have a cup of coffee and still go to sleep.
I can't. I just have to have my 1 cup in the morning.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Do you have... And you have to do more of Robin's 80s solo stuff. Well, Janet, let us know which songs those are. And then Graham, I'm English, so I don't mind a real ale, but don't mind a gin and tonic or a mojito in the summer. If I could drink those sound pretty good, actually. Definitely.
They do sound good.
And let's see. How about country? Yeah, we do want to... Oklahoma, we do want to add more country. And we did a poll on our Patreon. Because we're not... I don't listen to a lot of country. So I could probably name off the really famous people. And then that's about it. But I don't know a lot of their music. I don't think you listen to a lot of country.
No, I don't listen to a lot of country. But I am becoming a Chris Stapleton fan.
Because of reaction videos.
His voice is incredible.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I was younger, I listened to Kenny Rogers. I went to go see him a couple of times.
That's true.
Shania Twain. Probably more of the country pop type.
Yeah.
Let's see, who else is there?
Well, we saw Brad Paisley in concert.
Yes, of
but
course.
it's because some friends took us. I don't think it would have been our choice. But that concert was amazing. And he had a Carrie Underwood hologram before I think I mentioned this in another live stream, that he had a Carrie Underwood hologram, but I thought it was actually her because I
thought so too.
I'd never had heard of a hologram before. I didn't know that technology existed, that they can hologram a person onto the stage, and it looked so real. I thought it was really her, and I was freaking out. And I think a lot of people thought it was really her, and they were freaking out. And then our friend is like, "It's a hologram," and I'm like, "What does that mean?" No, it's Carrie Underwood. That was a really cool concert.
Yeah, it was.
That was really fun. And Brad Paisley puts on a good concert. And I think, yeah, we mentioned that in a live stream because we forgot who the artist was.
Oh, that's right.
We were like, we know we saw a country singer, but we forgot who it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did a poll on Patreon. Here's my point. It's coming full circle. Here's my point. We did a poll on Patreon to ask which country artist or group to add to our channel, but we didn't give a selection. We asked people to just write in their own comment because we just have no idea who to even include in the list. That's how much we don't listen to country, but we'd love to add some country. So yeah, let us know. I think John Denver is like the most country, which is not really like country, I think.
I think he's considered more like folk art. Is that the right term?
Well, not folk art, but
Not
like folk. Yeah. Folk rock, you mean?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Andy sings a song called Starlight that'll blow your mind. Okay. Andy looks so much like Barry. I was so surprised when I thought it was Barry. They look like twins. Barry and Andy looked more like twins than the twins look like twins. How does that happen? Genetics are so crazy. Okay. Delphonics. Back in the day, absolutely fantastic. Your mom must know them. Ooh, you're putting her on the spot.
I'm on the spot here. We'll have to write that down and check it out.
Yeah, we will. And then let's see. Carol's favorite drink is a White Russian. That was always so strange to me, but good for you. I always thought that. Don't you have to drink it really fast?
I've never had one of those.
Not milk while watching everything Elvis. Okay, I think I saw some people commenting about that, but I didn't read it thoroughly. But there's got to be a joke in that. A White Russian always scared me. Okay. Bye, Steven. If you're already gone, Steven Bernard is logging off. Thank you for joining us. And then Dan Fogelberg is a song recommendation. Are you familiar? I feel like I know that name.
I know the name, but I would have to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, excuse me. I remember on American Idol, they did a Celine Dion with Elvis Presley hologram singing If I Can Dream, I Believe. Yeah. How long ago did we see Brad Paisley?
It was in 2012.
2012. So 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was 10 years ago, and it was the first time I've ever even heard of a hologram before. So maybe I was a little behind in the times, but
we felt so naive afterwards because when I saw Carrie up there, and
she came just for one song.
Wow.
To this little town in California that's not even a big town at all. Whoa. It was at some county fairgrounds in California. I can't even remember.
Was it in Paso?
I don't remember where. Maybe it was. Paso Robles.
Yeah.
Which isn't a huge place. And so it was cool that Brad Paisley was there. But I was like, dang, she came all the way to Paso just for one song. She didn't.
We felt pretty foolish.
John Denver is folk, easy listening to, adult, contemporary. Yeah. I agree. Okay. If you're blown away by holograms, yes we are, Alan. That technology is super cool. Check out ABBA's new songs and the videos they're making holograms to go on tour to sing their songs. Okay. And I'm sure in the last 10 years, holograms have probably gotten even better.
Definitely.
I mean, it fooled me 10 years ago.
It sure did.
Okay. John Denver is your all-time favorite music artist. He is fantastic. We love John Denver. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm almost getting all caught up with comments. Freddie loved Montserrat from Barcelona and admired her singing way before he met her. Yeah, that's what I heard from some of the comments. She stayed close to him until his death. She wanted to kiss him, and he said no because he was ill. She did anyway. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, let's see. Johnny Cash had a TV show with many musicians, all on YouTube. Oh, that's a good one. We should do Johnny Cash, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because now that we're getting a little bit more into other genres.
I like him. I like his deep voice.
Yeah. And then Janet, I see your comment with Robin's solo stuff. And then, okay, let's see. Colin, yes, please check out ABBA Avatar videos. Astonishing. I saw the show in London. It was like they were actually there in real life.
You're
just
so
incredible.
Lucky.
That's cool. Yeah, we should do some of those.
Mm-hmm.
But keep in mind, some of our ABBA have been getting blocked. So those always go up on Patreon if a video gets blocked. And then Dom says, when Mom said we used to live in Arizona, that's the first line of the song, Little Fluffy Clouds by The Orb. Yep, we used to live in Arizona. Hence, used to. And now we don't anymore. And now we live in a completely different area of Washington where it has lots of trees and rain and it's green. And I love the color green. So this is definitely the place for me. I think I will. We moved around a lot. Mom was what's it called? Military army brat. And so she's lived in a lot of different places, and we moved around a lot when I was little.
Too much.
I've lived in so many different states, and moved to Washington. That was to be close to my husband's family, and that's where he's from. Well, actually, my husband's originally from Melbourne, Australia, and they moved to the States and settled in Washington, in the Seattle area. So that's where we are, and I love it here.
And she convinced me to move.
Yep. So we love it in Washington. But Mom's a package deal. So if I meet somebody and we get married and we're in California and you want me to move to Washington, the answer is only yes if Mama gets to come with me. Otherwise, sorry, we're staying where we're at, or I don't know. I can't go anywhere without my mom.
And I feel the same way about her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we are a package deal.
We're a package deal. So, reminds me of the Spice Girls song.
What is that?
Oh my gosh, I can't think of the lyrics now, of course, because now I'm like
on the spot.
Now I'm on the spot. But basically, you can't get with me if you can't get with my friends.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Get that tattooed on me somewhere. Okay, let's see. There's less green in Arizona, that's for sure. Yes, Rainer. A little less green.
Yes.
In Arizona. There's some cool stuff in Arizona, though.
I love Sedona.
Sedona was fantastic. Very peaceful. Mm-hmm. Just really find your zen in Sedona.
You don't go to Sedona to party hardy. You go there to relax.
Oh, yeah. And do some soul searching there.
Yeah.
And then, but there's like cool animals in Arizona. Like there's javelinas and just some cool lizards and scorpions and, brown recluses. And, if you find a brown recluse in your house, like, you're burning the house down. There's no other thing to do besides that. And there's just some cool wildlife out there. But I'm okay to have done it once and then I left. Because I like rivers and lakes and oceans and rain and water and oxygen in the air.
Definitely.
Not so much dust. And when monsoon season would come around in Arizona, which Arizonans love to talk about monsoon season, and here I am talking about monsoon season, which only lasts for 2 weeks out of the entire year, but I feel like it's the only fun, cool thing that Arizonans can talk about is monsoon season. If you get stuck in a haboob, then, you're kind of MIA for a couple of hours until the storm passes, and that's happened to us a couple of times. We got stuck in a haboob, so...
Yes, you did.
And it's also fun to say haboob, so... Okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get to this comment. And then, like In Excess, Midnight Oils, another Australian band that might be worth a reaction. Oh, I think I've heard of that. That's a good one. Okay. Supertramp. I think you're both going to like it. Okay. And then country artists Toby Keith, Dwight Yoakam, Johnny Cash, Brad Paisley, Sugarland. Those are some good ones. Mm-hmm. Yes, and Johnny Cash was part of the Highwaymen with Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, and Chris Offerton. Yeah, something like that. Which I've heard that name before. That's a fun one to say. Chris Offerton. That's a fun one to say.
He was also in some movies.
Isn't it funny when your name... Like, I knew somebody in high school, and their last name was, oh gosh, of course, I can't think. It's like Barryson, and then they named their son Barry, so his name is Barry Barryson. Like, it sounds funny, but then if that person became famous, that would be a pretty cool name. Barry Barryson, I mean, of course.
It reminds me, probably a lot of you know the skier Peekaboo Streep, I think was her name.
What does that have to do with Barry Barryson?
It's an unusual name. Could you imagine when she was...
And she's a downhill skier, right?
When she was in school and the
People
teacher would
made fun of her.
call out Peekaboo. And I remember thinking at the time, why would her parents name her that? But it fit during her whole skiing, being in the Olympics. It fit her. And then whenever they would, here comes Peekaboo, you knew exactly.
That's so true. Just like, I think about names like Tiger. I would never in a million years want to name a kid Tiger. But then Tiger Woods, you hear that name and it's so iconic. And other names like that.
Well, your son has a very unusual name.
Yeah. I won't say it though. So you brought that up for no reason, Mom.
Okay, sorry.
Baby Gap is his name. And I noticed some comments on here about Kate Bush. Steven, you said that my reactions have been fantastic. And then another follow-up that you think my Kate Bush reactions are informative. Thank you. I have a Kate Bush reaction coming out today. It'll come out today. Yay! So, or you know what? It is getting late now. So maybe tomorrow. If I don't edit it today, just know that it's coming.
You're coming over tomorrow?
No. I just mean maybe I'll post it tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll edit it today, and then posting actually sometimes takes just as long as the editing part. Because posting it takes like 20 minutes, 25 minutes to upload on YouTube. And then I have to do all the description stuff and the links and everything. So sometimes it takes just as long. Peekaboo Street. Yeah, that's her name. Peekaboo Street. Okay, let's see. Here it is. Dom says, Washington confuses me as a Brit because there's the one on the West Coast near Seattle, but then there's another one near New York. Yeah.
DC.
So it confuses Americans too, Dom, because if you say you live in Washington, they say which one? And I'm thinking there's only one state called Washington. But there is an area on the East Coast called Washington, D.C., where the White House is, the state capitol building, the Supreme Court, and it is very confusing, and it confuses Americans too. So you're not.
That's so true.
You're not the only one, because ever since we've moved to Washington, if we meet people in any kind of, I don't know, whatever the situation is, and they say, where do you live? And we say Washington, they say, D.C.? And we're like, no. If I live in Washington, D.C., I would have said that.
Well, what I do right now when people ask me, I just automatically say Washington State.
Washington State. Yeah.
So I don't have to wait for the question.
Exactly. Yeah, we kind of just nipped that one in the bud because it confuses Americans too, believe me.
You're not alone.
You're not alone. There's a lot of things like that. Like we have North Dakota, South Dakota, Virginia, and West Virginia. We have South Carolina, North Carolina. Yeah, we have a lot of states. But maybe those don't confuse people as much because you just say I'm from North Carolina. But, you know. Okay. Let me get caught up here. There's a lot of comments coming in. I went to school with a Sherry Cherry. Oh, wow. That's Eric. Sherry Cherry. That's what I mean. This person should be famous.
They should be.
Because, like, Barry Barryson, I feel like he was kind of picked on for his name. But if he became famous, like if he was a race car driver or if he was a singer, then it would be kind of fun to say, Barry Barryson! But when you're in high school, it's probably not so cool. But Sherry Cherry, that's
Sherry
cool.
Cherry. That's cute.
That is actually really cute. Okay. Let's see. Oh, hi, Sue. Lucky Dog is here. She's our moderator. Everybody say
Hello,
hi to
Sue.
Please don't. Oh my gosh, Sue is so funny. This is what she says. Sorry I'm late again. Had a previous commitment. Please don't fire me. Chris Christopherson is an actor. Yes, he also wrote the song Me and Bobby McGee that is Janis Joplin is known for singing. Yes, Chris Christopherson. Isn't that hard to say? I feel like that doesn't flow off, you know? It's hard to say.
But you know who people are talking about.
Yes, exactly. That's one of those names where I'm sure the people in the maternity ward were like, really? That's what you're going to go with? But then now that he's well known, then you don't think that way anymore.
Have you seen A Star is Born with Barbra Streisand?
Yeah. I haven't seen hers.
Okay.
No. I think there was actually one before that, too.
That's right.
And then Barbara's was the second one. And then, of course, Lady Gaga's is the one that I saw because it came out in theaters, you know. And I saw that one. Why?
I haven't seen that one. No, I was just curious if you were aware of that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that one. The one with Lady Gaga.
No, I mean the Barbara Streisand, Chris.
I've never seen that one, but I would like to.
Yeah,
There's
should.
a lot of movies I would like to see. Yeah. And then people were also commenting a lot in one of our Righteous Brothers videos. One of their songs was featured in Ghost. And people just did not believe that I've never heard that song before, because they're like, if you saw Ghost then you've heard the song, I don't believe you. And it's like, I've never seen Ghost either. Sorry. I've never seen the movie.
We should watch that movie together. Have a movie night.
I know that Patrick Swayze is in it, and that's all I know about the movie. And I know of the famous scene of them making pottery and a pottery wheel. But that's it. That's all I know about the movie. I've never seen it. So, yeah.
It's a good movie. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah.
Be nice to see it together. We'll have a movie night.
We have a lot of movies I think we need to catch up on, because we were also talking about Elvis movies, and I didn't even really know that he did movies.
Oh,
Which Mom made that same face at me.
Oh.
And I just had no idea.
My sister and I, my older sister and I, we used to watch Elvis, and whenever a movie came on, we always watched it.
Yeah.
I had a huge crush on him.
Also, okay, so now that we're talking about kind of state of Washington, Washington, D.C., which is District of Columbia, that has also always confused me, because D.C. isn't a state.
Right.
We have 50 states, but D.C. is like its own thing that you're at, because if you live in D.C., your address is Washington, D.C., like a state. Like, so when you're writing somebody's address, instead of saying Washington, the town, like Seattle, Washington, and then the zip code, the city is, or the state is Washington, D.C. So that always kind of confused me, too. It's interesting.
It is very interesting.
So, the pottery wheels when they play Unchained Melody. Yes, that's the song. I had never heard the song Unchained Melody before. So, there you go. But I have now, and I love it. And so now I will recognize it if we ever watch the movie Ghost, or if I ever do. And you never knew this, but I know something you don't know. What's his name? EC. Engelbert Humperdinck. That's not his real name.
Right, I know. That was a name.
Oh, you already know that.
Yes, he got that name from, oh gosh.
It was somebody kind of well known to begin with, and then I think
I can't remember if
his
it was
record
a writer
label or something.
Yeah. Yeah, what was his...
The manager of the record label was giving out a lot of their clients different names of other more, or not well-known people, but other famous people who have done stuff. And so Engelbert Humperdinck was something. And imagine getting that name. Like, would you be disappointed at first? Like, whoa, that's weird.
It's a hard name to say.
Or would you be excited? I wonder what his feelings were. Like, to just be like, oh, I don't like your given name. I'm going to give you Engelbert Humperdinck. I mean, he's famous now, and it's a really cool name now, but I wonder what he was thinking back then.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Does anybody know?
And then Engelbert comes from my home city of, oh my gosh, I don't know how to say this. Leicester, UK. Sorry, please make fun of me all you want. I almost majored in English, and that's laughable. So, because I can't pronounce these words, so sorry.
That's not laughable. You were very, very good in English.
Leicester. Thank you, Colin. Leicester. Yeah, I also had to, there's a lot of Australian words that, being American, you pronounce, you read things a certain way, and then Australians pronounce things a completely different way. Like, I would have always thought that it was Melbourne. That's how it is spelled. For us in the U.S., Melbourne is spelled Melbourne. And then I said that, and my husband laughed at me. He's like, it's Melbourne. And I'm like, well, excuse me. How am I supposed to know that? And there's a lot of words like that. There's a lot of words like that in Washington, like Snohomish and Yakima. There's a lot of cool words in Washington that you would not know how to pronounce unless you asked a local, and then they would laugh at you.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, Rainer, I'm not going to do that.
What did he say?
Pronounce STH Welsh. Yeah, and then I was trying to pronounce our other subscriber's name, and I Googled it, and now I'm forgetting the pronunciation, but then, and then he was just like, just call me Mike.
Oh,
I love that. I think that's so funny. Just call me Mike. Like, oh, here we go again. Just call me Mike. Okay. Engelbert's real name is Arnold George Dorsey. Yeah, okay, I could see wanting to change that. But, I don't know, George Dorsey kind of has a ring to it. Maybe if you drop the Arnold, George Dorsey has kind of a ring to it.
That's not
bad. Let's see. Yes. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Oh yeah, Billy Idol. He was good too.
Haven't heard him in a long time.
Andy Kim changed his name to Baron Longfellow. I don't even think I've heard of Baron Longfellow either. Okay. Oh yes. Okay, I'm just getting this. Tina, you said, and then there's Kansas City, Missouri, and then there's Kansas City, Kansas. We have those too because we have there's Arizona City. And then I think there's even a town called California or something like that. And it could get very confusing. We have a lot of those things in the States. It's a confusing place for names.
Agreed.
Yeah, we have a lot of that. Okay, let's see. Yes, Ray. Native American names in Washington. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Saskatchewan, I think that's in Canada, is a native name. Yes. We do have a lot of Native American areas, tribes in Washington. We had a lot of that in Arizona too. Mm-hmm. So I'm not completely unfamiliar with some pronunciations of Native American names from living in Arizona and then now living in Washington. So most of them are native names, which are really cool. And then Cristiano says hello from Brazil. Hi.
Hello.
Why is Kansas City, Missouri bigger than Kansas City, Kansas? Excellent. I mean, that would definitely confuse you. Like, which Kansas City do you live in? Oh, and then I think there's like an Oklahoma City or something that's not in Oklahoma. I don't know. There's so many of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what else is there?
New York, but that's not very confusing.
You tried, Mom, but no.
Well, we're talking about the same thing, so.
Well, New York is in New York.
Yeah, I know.
But are you trying to say that it's New York is a city and it's also a state?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, girls. I get what you're saying. Okay. Yes, please do a reaction to Immortality live in Las Vegas with Bee Gees and Celine. We will. That is on our Bee Gees list. Colin says, try to pronounce this Welsh town name.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. Is this a joke? Are you just trying to get me to say silly things? I don't even know. I mean, the vowels in there don't even make sense.
I'm out of this because I can't even see the phone.
Yeah, and the National Trails, thank you. The name was a German composer, Engelbert Humperdinck. That's where they got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Try to pronounce something Welsh. Anything. Rainer? No.
Oh, Rainer.
Okay, and Steven says, good night. It's past his bedtime in the UK. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Pronounce Lester. Okay, I think I'm caught up. And then Jocelyn is in... Oh, she says that there's a Miami in Ohio. Yeah. fun living here. It is. A lot of funny things. And then there's so many different accents in America too. Just you can be in one state next to another and have a completely different accent. I know it's like that in a lot of other countries too. Like I know with the UK it's like that. I know with Australia it's like that too. But for me, everything sounds, everybody who lives in or is from England sounds English to me. But I know within England, there's so many different types of accents. Is it the same with Americans? Like if we have a country accent versus us where we don't think we have a country accent, do we all just sound American?
That's an interesting question.
Because if I heard somebody with an English accent that they said was one way, they were born in some area versus in another area, to me it sounds, you sound English. I couldn't decipher like what part of England you're from. But is it like that? Like if somebody has a country accent, do you know that they're from the country? I think that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, Colin, you could travel 20 minutes in England and hear a completely different accent. You could travel 2 miles in California and hear a different type of Valley Girl accent. So even just in California, Valley Girl accents, you can hear so many different types. Yeah.
You keep pushing me.
Oh, sorry. Here. Our chairs are so close together.
You want me to go back here?
Yeah. Sorry, Mom. Okay. Oh, Oklahoma. They didn't want any one state having control of the national capital, so they made it a separate district. That makes sense. Thank you for explaining that. That makes sense. Okay, so I've already heard from. Okay, this Brainerd. What the heck is this town? That's a really long town name too. Look at that.
Are you? That's what? What the?
Yeah. Residents in England can tell if you're from Liverpool or other specific cities. Yeah, I think in America you can tell if somebody has the American accents that I confuse is a Philly accent and a New York accent. However, if you're an East Coaster, you definitely know the difference. But because I haven't spent a lot of time, like we're West Coast girls, so we don't spend a lot of time on the East Coast. So to me, East Coast is just all kind of one accent. But I know that it's not like that if you're from the East Coast. It's either you have a very New York accent, or you have a very Philly accent, or you have a very Boston accent. But to me, they all kind of mush together. But yeah, and then if you have like if you say y'all, and you have kind of a drawl, you're kind of from the South. But I wouldn't be able to tell which state you're from in the South because there's so many Southern states. Mm-hmm. And anyways, okay. Wisconsin has 5 cities named Springfield. Of course. Why not?
That must be confusing.
And then also about the U.S. is we have capitals, but not all the capitals are the most famous cities in the state. So you would think that Seattle would be the capital of Washington, but it's not. It's Olympia, and a lot of people who are not from America have never even heard of Olympia. And then with California, you might think L.A. or San Francisco or something like that, but it's Sacramento. Mm-hmm. And then so we have confusing things like that too. Okay, let's see. Favorite lyric: don't love me for fun, girl. Let me be the one girl. Love me for a reason. Let the reason be love. Oh, that's nice. Oh, from the Osmonds. That's nice. And San Francisco City is also San Francisco County. Oh yeah, don't forget we have counties too. Not to make anybody even more confused, but we have counties as well. I've read there are over 100 towns called Hamburg, like my hometown in the U.S. Yeah, I'm sure. So, all right, we've been on for an hour and a half.
Oh, has it been that long?
Yeah, it's 4:30. So,
oh, wow.
I don't know if we're actually going to post any videos today. You guys have kept us on our live stream for a really long time. So if there are any last minute questions for us, maybe we'll do like 5 more minutes of questions. not song related. But if not, then we can just wrap it up there.
Okay.
And wow, an hour and a half really did fly by.
It did. It did. I thought it was 30 minutes.
I'm a lot less stressed when we don't have music to play, which we will. We will do more live streams and play music, and we love getting music requests. And some people request some really cool songs that we've never heard of before. But yeah. But sometimes it's stressful because I have to have a completely different program open in order to play music, and then we have our headphones, and we're hoping to be more smooth at it at some point.
Well, you're the one that does all the work.
Yeah. We have to get a second monitor because I think that would be a lot easier, but I have no idea how to use 2 monitors.
I have a tablet. You want to use my tablet?
Well, no, you have to have it connected to your computer. I was about to say TV.
Okay.
You have to have it connected to your computer because then you have the streaming software on one, and then you have the song playing on the other one. Anyways, it's a whole thing. Let's see. Hi. Okay, thank you, Eric. Awesome live stream. You're welcome. Thanks for joining us again, always. And I don't see any more questions. So, yeah, I guess we'll just end it there. That was a really fun live stream. So thank you to everybody who joined us, asked some cool questions. Yes, 2 monitors are pretty easy under Windows. Yeah, I'll figure it out. We'll have to get a second one and then kind of play around with it. Colin says, nice to catch up with you ladies. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Oklahoma says, it's wonderful to have you here. Thank you for doing a live today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And bye, Festivities. Bye, question mark.
Bye.
Yeah. Graham says, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
And then there's greetings from Germany. Bye, Dom. And then, let's see. Was there one more? I don't think I saw a question, but, all right. Well, there you go.
This was fun.
Yeah. Dom, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
You too. So, bye, everybody. Thank you for
Bye.
joining us. This was an hour and a half. I was thinking it was going to be like a half hour, but that's cool. Man, we just talked. You guys give us a lot of material to talk about. So, thank you very much. And we'll see you in the next live stream. We'll post it. I don't know what the theme will be. The last thing to do is let us know in the comments what theme you want us, music genre.
Wasn't it Ladies' Night?
That's right. That's right. Mom wants it to be Ladies' Night. That'll be our next live stream. It'll be all female bands or female singers. And then let us know if there's any other genres, specific artists, decades, whatever. And yeah, so we'll do that.
I just wanted to thank everyone for supporting us. This was a new venture for us, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we're just blown away. We had no idea we would have over 10,000 subscribers by now.
I know.
We're honored.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We are. And we were just doing it for fun because Mom got obsessed with reaction videos, and she showed me one, and she's like, have you ever seen these before? I'm like, yeah, Mom, for like the last 10 years, where you been? And but she got really excited, and so we decided to do it together, and the rest is history. So
And here we are.
So bye, everyone, and bye from Montana and some other places. So Canadian music. Fastidious, are you Canadian? I think you've said that before. So okay, bye, everyone.
Bye.